So, welcome everybody, and welcome to today's topic. And the topic today is children and what are they here to teach you, and what are you to learn from them. So starting with that topic, and I've covered this in several of my webinars, only talking about actors and what roles we give to everybody around us. And yet, each and every time we get confused, and especially when it comes to children, because you are mothers and fathers, and you've given birth to these little pieces of joy. Well, at least at some point in time they were joy, and then also they look so vulnerable. It's your responsibility to take care of them, and therein we get the hooks of attachment, wherever we think it's our responsibility, and where we think we are the caretakers, we have to do something, and then we bind ourselves with all of these conditions, and the love becomes conditional, not unconditional. We will move towards unconditional when we have no attachments, but the love starts to become conditional when we assign duties for the other, and we assign duties for ourselves. And so today, simply taking a look at these actors called children. Many of you, when you come to me and you're like, no, I'm the only earning member in the family, or I'm a single parent, I am responsible for my children, I'm responsible for giving them whatever they need. And I look at this whole scenario because I understand that while you're never responsible, you weren't responsible earlier, you're not responsible now. These children came with their own energy field and their own experiences. Why did they even co create themselves? Yes, you didn't create them. You think you created them because they came out of your womb. But that energy, the energy that entered your womb, you don't even know when life entered your womb. That life already was. That life was a part of the universe. That energy field already existed. It didn't get created, and yet it entered your womb, and then there was a creation of the child. As the child got created in your womb, you gave it a name. You fed the child, you brought them up, and now you think that they belong to you, and you want to exercise control. Because and control not in a bad way. You simply think that all the problems that you went through, you don't want to go, you don't want your children to go through them. You also think that everything that you received with so much effort, you just want to give to them easy, and therefore you are trying to protect them. And what are you protecting them from? There is nobody to protect anybody from. Everything is a play of their own energy. And yes, while they might be children in your eyes, while they still might be 2 years old or 3 years old, but their energy is not 2 years old. Their energy is not 5 years old. Between you and them, there is not much difference. You're obviously at the same vibration, and that's why they've happened to you. When the vibrations match, those are the people that we attract into our lives for experiences of that vibration. And so obviously, if there are children in your household, and the children are there for some part their experience, but to also act as actors, they are actors to you. What is the emotion that they are bringing to you? And that's what they're an actor for. When you look at them, when they are born, and I was telling in the morning session, so when they are born and between 0 to 4, they have a direct connect. They are connected to their higher self. They are more in the energies and less in the body. That 1% body is still feeding from more of their higher energy. Have you seen children, how they can run around for hours and hours without any food? Yes, because they are not deriving energy from food. They're actually deriving energy from their higher self, the self that doesn't need food, the self that doesn't need water. And yet, when you look at them, What is it that you are constantly doing? You are sitting in worry, oh, this one hasn't eaten, that one hasn't been fed, what, they're going to be so weak, they're going to be so dull, they're not going to be able to function properly, they need to eat, they need to drink, they need to do this and that. And so you are constantly worrying, and especially the first time parents, it's a wonderful way for them to create worries around them. Look at their child and start worrying about why they are not eating, and why they are not feeding properly. Anyways, when children are between 0 to 4, they are actually in their higher frequency. And from that space, what are they teaching you? They are teaching you how to be in love, how to be in love unconditionally. They are not being unconditional towards you. No, they are simply teaching you how to express unconditional love towards themselves. Have you ever seen a child who's hungry, and they are going to sit and not trouble their parents because, oh, the poor mother has only slept now after 15 hours or after 15 days? They don't care. If they are hungry, they are in awareness only of their own hunger, and they love themselves, and so they don't judge that they are going to be bothering the mother. They don't judge themselves, and so the mother doesn't judge them either. That's how it is. When you don't judge yourself, and then whatever we would call as selfish, when we grow up, we start to call this behavior as selfish. And when we judge ourselves as being selfish, then what happens? The same judgment is thrown back at us from other people as well. And so everybody, and then we hear from people, oh, you are so selfish. Oh, you don't only, you don't think about others, you only think about them yourself. And yet children are doing it all the time, but you don't think of them as selfish. Why? Because they are playing in unconditional love for themselves. They love themselves unconditionally. Whatever it is that they need, they will receive. And if they don't receive, they'll create a ruckus around it, and without judging their own self. And so that's how between age 0 to 4, 0 to 3, somewhere around that time, and then they start to learn from you. You are constantly teaching them this is good and this is bad. And why is it that you are putting all of these ideas in their head? The reason why you're putting all of these ideas in their head is not because you are a bad parent. Well, the only thing is you think this is right, but also the child, he's come to earth. If he's come to earth, he's come here to take experiences from the earth. He's come here to experience lack of self love. He's sitting in self love right now because that's the time that he's not looking outside, he's looking within. But then now is coming the time for the experiences that he came to earth for. And so you then start to teach the child all the experiences that are needed by him. No, this is not good. This is not right. This is the right thing to do. And you must worry about others. You must take care of others. You must. And then you forget that there are no others. Or rather, you also don't know that there are no others. There is only you and your reflection. So when you become aware, only when you become aware can you understand this line that there is no other. Everyone simply a mirror to you. And what happens? Even children, they are mirrors to you. Children are not anything else. They are not 5 years old. I constantly remind you, they are a crore and 5 years old. They're a million, a billion and 5 years old. And you too are a million and billion years old. You are not today. You are not just this body. Your experiences are coming straight from your experiences of past lives, for alternate lives, whatever you want to call them. But your energy wasn't just created this time, and that child that's in your hands, their energy wasn't created this time as well. When the children are trying to teach you unconditional love, that's the time that you don't understand, and you simply create attachments towards them. This is mine. This is vulnerable. I need to take care of this person. And then you bring yourself to several responsibilities, and then you bring yourself to several burdens of another. You bring and you are creating. This is what? This is a separation between you and your child. A child, only your reflection, but now you are separating. No, I am this, and this needs to be protected. You have in that moment forgotten that they too are Shiva. Their energy field is creating their life. You are not responsible for anyone. You're not even responsible for your own life. You're not even responsible for your own creation of whatever is happening in the next moment until you become aware of what your energy is. So, this journey of understanding energy and this journey of understanding what is it that we are here to teach children and why do we teach them so. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself that, oh, I'm teaching the children all of these things which are not going to serve them now. I'm putting a blockage on their higher path. No, understanding that you are simply playing a role. If a role that has been given to you by the child is not a good role, then don't curse the role. You simply look within and see. When you are scolding the child, when you are being angry with the child, what is it that you are feeling? At all times, the question will always remain just this: what am I feeling? Even as you are a parent and you look at your child suffering, the question doesn't become what is he feeling. The question stays at what am I feeling? Because whether you are suffering, if you are feeling sad, then the actor that the child is going to show you even more ways to be, to make you sad, even more ways. And they're not doing this intentionally. No, they're not. They're simply vibrating at the frequency that you're at. When you are judging yourself, your child will judge you as well. Your child will tell you, oh, you're such a bad mother, or you're such a bad father. And there are so many children who, there's so many parents who come to me and they're very hurt that, I did so much for my child and my child has no recognition, has no appreciation for what I'm doing. Of course they don't, because guess what? You did so many things for the child. It's not you that did it. In their energy, there is love for themselves. And to show that love, they have chosen you as the actor. If they choose you as the actor that is going to show them love, then that's the role you get to play. And what have you given to them as a role? You've given a role to them to show you judgments, your own judgments. And so, as you give them love, what do they have to give back to you? They're all working on a script, the script that has been handed by you when it comes to being your mirrors, and for the child, the script that has been handed over by them. We are not making this up. We are not doing roles as per our liking. We have been given roles by that other person for whom in their universe we are simply their reflection. In our universe, they are our reflections. And this is how energy plays in each one's universe. And so when you have children and you've attached, so many expectations from them, the only way that the expectations will break. And why do the expectations need to break? The expectations create conditionalities, and conditional love is not love. It's simply separation. It is separation between you and me. And so, to bring you to unconditional, what will happen then? Your attachments will be broken. And that's why I keep telling people, keep looking at your attachments and breaking your attachments. Unless you break the attachment, the love that is going between the two of you, no matter who the actors are, whether children or spouse or parents or friends, no matter who the actors are, the love that is flowing is conditional. It is based on this: I've done so much for you, now you need to do something back for me. And if you don't do something back for me, you break my heart. Through breaking of the heart, what will happen? Through the breaking of the heart, there will be again, hurt inside. And if you are aware, What will I tell you to do? It's your hurt. It's the hurt that you are carrying in your energy. So, what are you supposed to do with the hurt? Two things. If you are not aware, then the more they hurt you, the deeper you sit in the hurt experience. But if you are aware, you will catch yourself. Ah, this person hurt me, which means what? That the hurt exists within me. What do I need to do? I simply need to release this hurt. And so you will be able to release the hurt. And what will happen? As you release the hurt inside, what takes place in there? What replaces that? What replaces it is abundance. What replaces is equanimity. And when you come to equanimity, when you come to peace inside, what's going to happen outside? Outside, peace will get created. Just like that, outside, more joy will get created. It has no choice. The more you are replacing your hurt with joyful experiences, the more you are replacing your sadness or your anger with another emotion. And that's where you exercise the choice. And so, when your child hurts you the next time, when your child looks at you and replies back at you or is angry with you, don't be about, oh, they're angry because. No, no, no. They're angry for whatever reason. But as you look at their anger, what is it that you are feeling? Only that question and only that answer is what's relevant for you. From there, a new universe is created, a new moment is created. When children are doing well and not doing well, so many young aspiring parents want to give goals to their children. They want to give goals to their children, and when they hear me talk about energy, they say, oh, this is very freeing. We should be talking to children about the energy, because then they can become whoever they want. They can be who they want. They can be Shah Rukh Khan. They can be, the JRD Tata. They can be whoever they want, because they understand energy, and they will be able to manifest. And I laugh because I say, yes, you are talking about manifestation, and you are talking to, you're telling me about running after something very specific. Running after something very specific. They can be whatever they want to be, but then they don't even know who they want to be. Their energy will take them already to who they need to be, wherever they will get the best experience. My focus is not in bringing it to physicality. Bringing to physicality a certain reality, it's not what I'm running after. I'm running after, as they reach that manifested reality, what are they feeling inside? So even to the children, I teach many children to do candle processes, just to say, no matter what, as you go along, yes, you have a goal. Okay, you have a goal. What if you reach the goal? And what if you don't reach the goal? If you reach the goal, you're going to be extremely joyful. But all the lack that got created as you were reaching the goal, because goals are all about, I don't have something today, I need to get to it. I need to get to it. That need that you worked with in all the years before you got to your goal, where is that need coming from? That need is lack. And so, as we sit in lack, what is our energy creating more of? It's creating more of lack. And so, even when the manifestation happens, even as you receive everything that you need to receive, and yet in your energy field, you would have filled more lack, and that lack is going to have to play out someplace. It will play out someplace, maybe not at work, but maybe at home, maybe in your other parts of the life, and then maybe not this time, but that's the lack that you carry in energies, and it's definitely going to play out from your energies. So that's why, I look at all you, young parents, and with all the goals that you have for your children, and I say, you need to release. You also, as a parent, need to release all your goals that you've set for your children. Your children need to be successful. Yes, sure. And then what will happen if they're not? So come into equanimity, deal with it, deal with your emotions as to how you feel when your child is not doing well in classes, or you're so fearful. You become so fearful because, now that they're not doing well, they're going to have to suffer. They won't be able to be as competitive as their mates. They are not going to receive everything that you've planned for them. Their future is not looking bright at all. Well, as their future is not looking bright to you, what are you experiencing? That's all that you need to process. Because guess what? Their future, their energy will create. You have zero say. You have zero say in what their future looks like. You've got yourself entangled in a role, but that role doesn't decide what your child's future looks like. So, should you do something for your children, or should you just let them run around hungry just because they're an actor? They're not really your children. You've heard me say this right now, that they're really just actors. And so, what should you do for them? Once again, I remind you, we just remind each other all the time that look, everything is a play of energy. Everything absolutely is a play of energy. What you do in actions doesn't matter. You will forget to make lunch for your children, and in the heart, if you're feeling guilty, then there's going to show you guilt, some more guilt, some more guilt. Not just them, five other people might show you guilt. And then if you forget to make the lunch for them, but you're not feeling guilty, you're feeling just joyful, guess what? They're also going to be able to show joy and more joy to you. Why? Because it's all about your energy. And if they show you guilt and they're not showing you joy, then understand that yes, right now you might be joyful, but they are showing you guilt, which means guilt is where? If you're feeling guilty, whether about this thing or about another thing, if you're feeling guilty, then guilt is within. It's in your energy field, and you can release that guilt. You don't. Does our reaction to their energy influence their future experience energy? That's a question I've received. Does anybody's reaction in the energy, you know, create any experience for the other? Why just take children? And again, talking about future experiences, they have an energy field. You might be creating experiences for them in their energy field. What is it that they are feeling? That's their story. That's their story. Now, if you are worried about whether your reaction, your energy, whatever you are giving to them, is it going to influence them or not? Let me tell you that vibration already is of worry and anxiety. So then what are we doing when we sit in worry and anxiety about, oh, I reacted this way with my child? Is it going to impact their entire future energy field? Well, here is the thing. As I sit in worry, what am I vibrating at? What is the emission? What is my energy? It's that of worry. Not just children, is everybody else around you receiving that energy? Absolutely. Because why? Because you're just 1% body and you are 99% energy. So you might be pretending to not worry, and that would be your 1% body. But everybody is receiving your vibration. So if you are pretending, it's simply a lie, and the energies don't look into lies. They are able to experience everything firsthand. So if you are sitting in worry, if you are sitting in fear for your children, constantly they will be showing, reflecting your fear back at you. Their energy is creating their experiences. The energy that belongs to the children, that's what's creating their experiences. You're playing a role. That's all. You are playing a role. The role is as per the script that their energy has given to you. If they wish to sit deeper in an experience, then they will create it for themselves through a role player. And that role player is you. So if you are behaving, in a certain way and thinking that, well, I behaved nicely with them, now this should create a certain kind of experience. Or today I scolded them, this should create a certain kind of experience. It doesn't work like that. Their energy field, which you are not responsible for, that's the one that's creating their experience. You're a role player. You don't have a major role to play. They are the Shah Rukh Khan in their own movie, and you're the Shah Rukh Khan in your own movie, in your universe. Your your role over there can change tomorrow. It can be anything. It'll be as per the energy field that they have, and the roles, the energies, the frequencies that they are wishing to experience. So today the role might be good, tomorrow it might be different. And what will you do? You will constantly pay attention only to your own energy. So if you're finding that a relationship is difficult, then look into the relationship and understand what role have you given to that person. What role have you given? Not them. In your universe, you're the script writer, the editor, the director, everything. In that little child's role, you think that you are writing the script, but you are not. Their energy, they could be 6 months old, and yet it's their energy that's writing the role. It's their energy that's given you a role of a mother. If you don't like a role, how can you change it? The only way to change it is by looking within. Whether it's for children, if you don't get along with your children are grown ups now, they're no longer interested in having conversations with you. The only question to ask when they don't have a conversation with you, what is it that you are feeling? Are you feeling hurt? Are you feeling sad? Then guess what role have you given to your children? The role that you've given to your children is to show you your sadness, to show you your hurt, that sadness which you are carrying in your energies field. Now release. Why carry it forward? Now release. As you release, there will be more love for yourself. As there is more love for yourself, as there is less judgment towards yourself, what will happen next? Outside, the universe will begin to reflect more and more love at you. And yet, not even waiting for that moment to happen, simply being at peace is the only outcome that we go for. You can be at peace knowing that no matter what's happening outside, you are not attached to any story. You are able to look at your emotions and you're able to release them. And as you release them, you work from equanimity. And then whatever happens through you, you might take care of your children in a certain way. You might do more for them. You might do less for them. And yet you will be at peace. The more you are at peace, guess what's going to be created outside? Of course, more peace. You have to be able to, no matter what you do, you have to be able to separate yourself from your emotion. You don't need to separate yourself from the people. The people are your reflections. You have to accept and allow. If you are being rejected or you are rejecting something or someone, your children, if your children are rejecting you, if you are rejecting your children, look within and see where all you are rejecting yourself, and your children are simply mirroring that back at you. What about things they don't want to do, like assignments or even oiling hair, and feel controlled if asked to do? It is so beautiful because your children have actually come to teach you exactly that, how to let go of control. Because here is a perfect stage setting. You've been given this little fellow where you think that you can exercise control. You think that they should function in a certain way, in a way that was taught to you. Well, it was taught to you because your energy was such. And when you are trying to control them, what will they show you? They will show you that they can't be controlled. So, again, it's so beautiful because so many times when people come to me and say that my children are like really the worst, they don't behave themselves and they're so adamant and they are so stubborn and you can't say anything and they're so badly behaved, they're an embarrassment to me. And no matter what we tell to them, they don't listen to us. And I laugh because the only thing that they are trying to tell their parents, their energy is teaching the parents how to let go. And the parents don't understand. So the parents don't understand because they are in unawareness. They think that the world has come to an end because the child is like that, and the child is simply showing them not to control. So when such parents come to me, I actually tell them, let go of control, and you will find that they will listen more. They will actually listen more because in the energies, This to and fro is happening in the energy. In the energy, there is a lesson that is being taught, and you are not understanding. The lesson is being taught to you to let go of control. And you are thinking that you have to teach the child a lesson as to how to behave, what to do, how to sit with five people. It's not the case. As and again over here, as the child doesn't want to do oiling, as the child doesn't want to do their assignments, what are you feeling? No matter what you do to the child. So, then again, people will ask me, what is the action that we take? And once again, I always say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what actions you take, because the energy behind the action needs to change. The minute you've looked within, when the child is not doing the assignment, you look within and you release your energy of fear about the future, or you release the energy of anxiety, you release your worries about how this kid is going to fare. And then no matter what you do, you can hold the child by the ear and take them to the desk and make them sit down, or you can simply not do anything at all. No matter what you do, that child is going to get wherever his energies have to take him. You are an audience, you are an observer, except that you don't think that you're an observer. And that's your problem, that you don't realize you're simply an observer. Here's a full fledged energy field that's going to play out exactly as it wishes to play out. You are not even responsible for your next breath that might go in and not come out, or might go out and never come back in. If you're not responsible for your own breath, how can you be responsible for somebody else's life? You're not, except that you think you are. When you have expectations, somebody or the other will come and break your expectation. And with that expectation breaking, there will be hurt. And that's why I say, if you're going to break your expectations, do that without the hurt. Just simply do that and come to unconditional love. What is unconditional love? No matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you don't do, I simply send you love. It's not even that I have to do things for you because I love you. No, that's conditional. When I'm like, okay, I have to do this for you because I'm your mother. That's a responsibility. That's not even unconditional love. You can let go of all your responsibilities and yet be able to send unconditional love to somebody. And that love only means one thing: I allow, I accept. I allow you to exist as you are. I accept you as you are. And that's unconditional love. No expectations attached. You don't have to do anything for me. You don't even have to do anything for yourself. Because even as they don't do anything for themselves, where are they going to go? They're already headed in that direction. Their energy field is taking them there. You think that you are creating a direction for them, but that's not happening. You are there as a role play. If there's a direction they need to take and you are taking them there, then that's simply a role that their energy has scripted out for you. It's a script you are playing to in their universe. And in your universe, they are playing a script. In that script, what emotion are they creating for you? Constantly only looking at that. If you are disappointing them, or vice versa, look at the disappointment frequency. As you are the aware one, you release your disappointments. What will happen to them? They, even if their role changes from you and for you, if they are still playing in disappointment frequency, they'll go someplace else. They'll find another role player to show them disappointments. But you would have changed your role when you come to awareness and you are looking within. So, again, always and always, the work is only within. My child is always grumpy. He wakes up grumpy, always complaining. I don't know how to handle it. So cute. Such, I love grumpy child. Huh. So here it is. My child is always grumpy. He wakes up grumpy. And when he's grumpy, what are you feeling? When he complains constantly, what are you feeling? You say over here, I don't know how to handle it. It's not that you have to handle him. You first have to look within into your own emotions. Are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling angry? when he is grumpy? Are you trying, are you struggling to deal with this? First, looking into your own emotion. As you look into your own emotion and you are able to process that, you will find that now, even as he's being grumpy, it's not bothering you. It's not your journey. That grumpiness that belongs to him now suddenly will become his journey, and you will be able to give him unconditional love, which is what, whether grumpy, I allow. If grumpy, I accept. I accept you as a grumpy child forever. And when you're totally able to accept, you will find that that child might be grumpy in front of 14 other people, but to you, he will show his less grumpy side. That's because right now, he might be playing a role for himself and for many others around, but you would have become aware of your own emotion. You would have processed your own emotion. And when that happens, everything in your equation with the child will change. Please understand, who do you think, what responsibility do you have for your children? Can the job of, being a mother be done without worry? Because the worry belongs to you, it doesn't belong to the children. So many of these parents come to me where their children are, have special needs, and when they come to me, I simply tell them, let go of your expectation. Enjoy your children, allow your children, and accept your children as they are. They have been specially put into your household to give you a separate set of experiences. You let go of your worry. Who will take care of them after we are gone? Right now, we are doing everything. They can't even, feed themselves. They can't even do this. Well, they think that they are taking care of the children, but it's the child's energy that has already created an actor called a mother. And that mother is taking care of them. It's the child's energy that has created that actor. It's not the mother who's taking care of the child, but the child's energy that has created an actor so that the child can be taken care of. And when we understand this, we understand that this mother can go tomorrow, a new person, and it doesn't even have to be a wedded mother, because that's simply a society construct. Society constructs are nothing about energy, but a new mother will surface. It could be the father that will now become the new mother. It could now be a new maid that will become the new mother, but the child will be taken care of if that's the experience that the child's energy is asking for. It's got nothing to do with you. You are an actor in your own universe. You're not the actor, but in the child's universe, you are the actor. In your universe, the child is the actor. All right, everybody. So that's why I said simple question, but the answer is not so simple, because you're still coming only from the body and only from understanding this, understanding that the child is 5 years old and he needs my attention. And I'm saying, no, the child is not 5 years old. The child is a crore years old. And from there, the energy experience has already been created. All right, everyone. A deep breath in. And as you look at your breath, simply clearing your mind of all emotions. Just clearing your mind of all emotions. Make the intent, I am Meenal. I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. And as you take the energy from Meenal, you will find your mind going a little bit more blank, a little bit more empty. Thoughts, if any, if they come, just simply send them out with the exhale. not entertaining any thoughts at this point in time, just simply exhaling them out. And relax. You're completely relaxed in this moment. The energy of Meenal playing in so much joy and so much abundance, and you are receiving from this place right now. All your thoughts of worries, any fears, any anxieties, all the work that needs to be done, can't be done, how will it be done? Nothing, no thoughts, just a zero thought state. I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. In the energy of Meenal, this beautiful understanding that I am taken care of. I am taken care of. And with this vibration that you are taken care of, in this moment, in this now, call your children to be in front of you in the energy. Think about them. Think about your children or to any other actors that you've given this role of making you feel responsible, this role that you are holding on your shoulders for no purpose, no reason at all. If there are any actors in your life that you've given this role, bring them in your vision right now. Your children, maybe some younger siblings, anyone that you worry about, anyone that you feel anxious for. Call them now. And in this now, as you look at them from the energy of Meenal. I am Meenal. And you are Meenal too. Look at them. They are Meenal too. They are also simply emitting energies of joy and abundance. Take my face and paste it on their faces. And if you can't do it with closed eyes, simply open your eyes, look at me, and put your children's faces on my face. I am Meenal, and you are Meenal too. Playing in so much abundance, playing in so much freedom, joy, anand, masti, equanimity, complete freedom, you and your children just playing together. And now, as you look at them, the bodies will start to disappear and there will only be butterflies. Look at them. They are not this body, they're a much larger energy. And now you can see that beautiful energy as butterflies. All around you, you can see butterflies, beautiful butterflies, simply floating. All around you, butterflies and more butterflies. And these are you and your children. And now, as you look at them even more, look at the butterflies disappearing, pure energy, no form remaining, energy, only energy. All around us, only energy, no shapes, no forms, maybe light or maybe not even light, just energy. Completely blank, empty, our mind feels in the now. So calm, so quiet, so blank. In this beautiful state of energy, Take a deep breath and look at your own body as you are sitting right now. And now, in this now, let go of your body and all attachment to your body. Let go. You are not this body, you are energy. All attachments to your body, all attachments to your children's body, let go. Giving love and only love. No expectations, no outcomes. Giving love and only love. Give this to your body. And now that you understand, your children are simply energy. You're able to give them unconditional love as well. In this moment, right now, you understand the play of bodies, the illusions of bodies. There is no child, there is no parent, only actors. And right now, all the actors, butterflies or not, simply energy. You're feeling totally light, totally wonderful because you are able to experience your own energy, the frequency of Meenal in your energy. Sit in this calm, sit in this peace. Every time that you put your finger on your children and they give you worry, they give you anxiety, remember it's only a play. The faster you let go of your attachments, the more love you can enjoy between you and your children. You truly need to enjoy, if you truly wish to enjoy the love, then let go of the attachment. Om Mani. Too closely attached we are to children, too closely attached we are to the notion of the children. So, simply showing you in this moment, you can let go. And when you let go, life is going to be filled with more love, not less. It'll be filled with more love and less worry. Lots and lots of love to everybody. Thank you so much. And see you guys on the next Saturday